Hello everybody, Jet here, and welcome back to another playthrough which I'm starting up with a
Sea Father calls!
Aranessa Saltspite, guys. This one, I'm going to be honest, this one is going to be a bit random when it will drop, schedule-wise, because I'm doing it simply because I'm really enjoying playing the Vampire Pirates, at the Vampire Coast factions, and I really wanted to do another one. So obviously we've got all the same things, which we didn't see on other playthroughs, so I will go through. So we've got infamy and loyalty, destroy, sack and raid to build our reputation at sea, while keeping ambitious commanders loyal and trustworthy by imparting riches and wealth to them. Pirate coves gain infamy and leech wealth from unsuspecting settlement owners, where these hideouts have been formed. And extra powder boosts our ammunition for the first few shots of the battle. So what does Aranessa get as the Pirates of Sartosa? Negative 100 reputation with Nautican tribes. This shouldn't be too much of a problem. Plus 25% chance to fight treasure maps. Extra raiding income. 50% extra raiding income. 20% extra sacking income. Plus 12 leadership debt. And plus 20% weapon strength for all Sartosan units, which can only be recruited from Sartosa, I believe, in the Lord's army, and plus 8 melee attack from all. We also start with some deck gunners, which are very good, some rotting Prometheans, which are crabs, like giant hermit crabs, and some Sartosa free company. We're going to be playing this on hard guy. I'm not going to put up another Qutee for this. Well, I will use my other Qutee for this, because I've already got a Vampire Coast Qutee, so I'll be picking names from that for both of the two playthroughs, guys. Anyway, let's jump into this. Aranessa Saltspite, daughter of Manan and one of the greatest pirate lords to ever stalk the ocean, is restless. Their petty politics and cutthroat life amidst the broken docks of Sartosa no longer enthrall the Queen of the Tides. Indeed, the Sea Father himself has vanished and decreed that she take control of all the world's oceans, and I'm about to run out of time to read this. Or not. Maybe. Here we go.
Aranessa Saltspite, daughter of Manan and irascible captain of the Swordfish. Your very name strikes fear into the soft hearts of the men in the southern realms. Neighboring Tilea is a source of great wealth and resources. Seizing or raiding these settlements will strengthen your fleet for greater voyages. Other, more verminous beings lurk here too. Skaven corruption spreads like a case of scurvy. Although it's an affliction even the dead can succumb to if left to fester. To the west, beast men gather in the forests and woods, looking to strike out at the men of Estalia. While across the sea are the lands of former opulence, which now lie in ruins deep beneath the sands. And yet, the tomb robbers haven't stolen everything. There are still plenty of treasures left to plunder. But it is the sea, not the sand, that calls. The Sea Father would have you sit upon a throne of coral and rule the world, and so sends undead allies to aid your cause. You are the Queen of the Tides. All shall bow to your piratical majesty.
So, how to play. Enlist, expand your crew via pirate settlements or from your lord's flagship. So your lord is like a horde in their own right, guys. So you can actually build and recruit directly from your lord. So that's independent from normal. And we've already got infamy, which we did mention, which you can see here is our infamy compared to other people, and we can buy various things. And we complete the main quest line by getting our infamy up as well. And pirate coves, which we can build in places which can give us infamy and give us income, or do various other effects from settlements, which we'll see as we're going along, guys. And we've got a map issued. Find the treasure hidden by solving the map's riddle. Dig for treasure with an army or hero. To the north of the Pirate's Isle lies a bejeweled city, whose wonder has the power to trap and to enchant and beguile. So let's have a look at where the map is. And we've got a thing to raise 4 settlements, as expected. So it's here. And it's north of the Pirate Isle, which is Sartosa. So you have to dig in the region, not the province. Sorry, the province, not the region. So I'm going to actually come down here.
Sartosa's most
I'm going to do a little bit of a recruitment for... Oh, that's good. 3 FM straight away. I'm also going to get bloated corpse, guys. I will show you these units in a minute. They are fantastically fun. I'm going to get a couple of them. I'm going to get everything I can raised. They are brilliantly fun. And we're going to come down and attack Qutee. And I suspect this is where they want me to dig from the map and the name of the thing. So it's around here. But I'm going to attack the settlement first because by digging consumes all of my leadership.
Boys,
I am going to fight this simply to show you the units if you've not watched the other playthrough I'm doing. Now, if you are unaware, I am also doing a Vampire Coast playthrough co-op with Zardar Total Warrior, where I'm playing Count Noctilus and he's playing Luthor Harkon. And I'm doing the 1 settlement challenge with that, so I'm trying to only have 1 settlement, guys. Oh, this would be a lovely map if I wasn't attacking. 3 bloated corpses. I could wipe their army out with bloated corpses. Let's do that. That'll be funny. Well, let's look at these. So these are rotting Prometheans, which are basically giant rotting hermit crabs. And obviously we've got our gunners, and our pistol gunnery mob, and our handgun gunnery mob, and we've got deck gunners, which are really good. What I want to do is pull them into me, to be fair. Now, these guys are actually not bad. They're a bit tougher. They're not, actually, no, they're nowhere near as tough. They're more glass cannony, but they do more damage than their anti-infantry. Sounds daft. What we really lack here is a good melee line, but we shouldn't really need it here. They're also just a little bit more disciplined. It's hardly surprising. Gonna put one of these at each end. Into a nice big line of gunners. They're going to sit over there, and Aranessa is just going to sit behind. Well, how did I not use that? Oh, they don't actually have any ranged, so we're going to have some fun with our bloated corpses, guys. I suspect they're not going to get to my line here, but, you know. Also, we do have deck gunners, which are really quite powerful, too. Why are you stopping moving? Now this, guys, this is one of the most epic things. Okay, that's my deck gunners. Oh, no, that's my normal line engaging. These guys will charge and hug. And just explode on them. Basically completely wiping out the units. Oh, please tell me they're going to stay there. Oh, wow, we hit 2 units there, and we've pretty much wiped them out already. Oh, I thought I had the other ones at the other end. Never mind. Nice, easy battle to start, just to show off some of the units, to be fair. Do a lot of gunnery. We've got a little bit too much range here. It was fun. 108 kills. Oh, that's hilarious. Obviously, you want the handgunners long term because they are better. And we've got some bombers here who are quite good. But again, these are all the start units are fairly trash units. You get a lot of monstrous units later on, like the rotting Prometheans, giant crabs, walking shipwrecks with giant cannons on them, and they are fantastically fun to play as, guys, which is why we're doing this campaign as well. I'm doing it in the Mortal Empires map just to give us something a bit different, and my aim here is going to be to you know, take the Southlands and raid around the place and use the Southlands as my base. Now, we're going to do something a bit different here, guys, because we do need vampiric corruption for our faction. So I'm actually going to establish a pirate cove, and we'll still get some money from this. Now, once we have a pirate cove, we can build in this place. Now, I could take the income, which is still nice. But actually, at the moment, what I really want here is I want vampiric corruption, so I can come in back and take this later. So we're going to actually go for the Corrupted Tavern, which gives us vampiric corruption. Because long run, I want to take here and Migado in Tilea, as it called it. I always call it Telia. Maybe I've been calling it the wrong thing. Obviously, we're going to go for a route march first, guys, because of reasons. She doesn't have any spells, does she? No. So she is a pure melee lord. So that's quite good. Because most of the others are combined. We do have some. I do need to get some casters, because there are some very, very good casters.
Ready to swordfish.
And let's do it. And yep, we got the treasure. 2,000 gold and 150 infamy, and we unlocked the Right of a Sea Mist, which basically causes damage to anybody in our territories. And we've got a mission issued. We've got another map. Close to the Mount of Spiders, find what is lost. For the highlands beyond the plateau, hold what you must seek. Oh wow, yeah. I'm not gonna get there anytime soon. And another one, Naughtal Wonders. Yes, that's right down there, and that's in here. Well, that's lovely. I guess at some point we'll have to do a land expedition. And we can build up our pirate ship, which I'm going to be doing, because I want to get these guys really early. Because they're like my casters, generic caster, mixed heroes. But they also can establish pirate coves in their own right, which is quite good. We do also have a pirate gunnery right here, who buffs up all of my range, so we're going to get him in. Do we have any more raised dead here? Nope. Techs. First tech I'm going to get is command crews, just to up my leadership, guys, because I am undead, so having better leadership is always good. And straight into growth in my main settlement. Now, I have skint myself a little bit, but that'll do. And pirate coves are great, because the only way they can get rid of them is by sacking the settlement, guys. So by destroying the settlements. That pirate settlement is stuck there, and it siphons off some of their income. Now, it apparently doesn't actually lower the settlement's income, it just gives me a percentage of the income they get. So they still get 100% of their income, but it kind of makes an extra 50% which comes to me. Which isn't a bad thing. Okay. Oh, you've got lots of other pirate factions which do go around the place raiding now, and obviously I don't necessarily want to be going and poking them too early if they're quite powerful. Though they do potentially hold what are called the Pieces of 8. Where can I see the Pieces of 8? Which give me various buffs. So you've got the Black Coast Buccaneers up there. These also unlock various regiments of renown. Who's that?
Despoil and ravage.
The Churning Gulf Raiders, and obviously they'll be on here. Potentially? Oh, that'll be their captain, Mad Mulletson. So he's a reasonably powerful pirate. Let's work out how powerful he actually is. Oh, he's a Norscan. He's actually fairly powerful as well, so I don't necessarily want to be going to war with him instantaneously.
No.
Get going.
Right, we're going to go back home for now just to get a bit more a recruitment done, because we can get Sartosans from back here. That doesn't seem to show me being able to get them. I can recruit Sartosans back here. So we're going to have a bit of a mixed line with Sartosans and normal ones. So we're going to get that gunnery mob straight out. So I want a mix of different guys to start with. I mean, they're not great, but they add a little bit more beef to my line. They're a bit faster. They've got better melee attack, better melee defense, and they're good anti-infantry. Obviously, they don't cause fear, so we're going to have a bit of a mixed bag with that. Okay. I do apologise. You can hear somebody poking me on Steam. I'm not going to reply to them now for obvious reasons. Now, this will be a very different campaign, actually, because we've got all of the mortal empires around us as well. Whereas if you're playing as her on the Vortex map, obviously, for one thing, it's a much smaller map with far less factions. But it's, you know, so we've got a lot more factions. But obviously, I'm going to have a lot more factions to actually deal with here. And it's going to take me a lot longer to explore the world when I do it. Do I still have the quest line here? Is the main quest line? The main quest line might only actually be in the main story. Yes, I think the main quest line is actually only if you do the Vortex map. So, obviously, let's see what my overall objective is here. Yeah, so actually, we don't have the full campaign here, but it's still, you know, we're not necessarily playing here to be doing everything. I need to burn off a couple of units. Get myself another unit of Sartosans in here. I do want to maintain a big, powerful gunnery line as well, so... they're good too. But they're limited range and they're not armor piercing. I'm going to stick with these guys. I'm going to keep a nice big gunnery line actually, so we're only going to change one. Then we're going to go and explore this island. Which will be a bit different, guys, because you can potentially get battles when you're on islands now, which is quite cool. And then we're going to go find somewhere else to raid and batter. At some point, I will have to play the actual campaign where you've got to get the monster, but for now, I'm going to do this because it's something a bit different than, I'm not a bit different, and it's being done to death. I'm also already doing 2 campaigns, so I'm not going to start another one. I might do one in later on, though. And this just gives us fun things like, for example, we'll be able to eventually raid. Who do I want to build that up? No, I want to save for that. I'll eventually be able to raid Altdorf, for example. So we're going to come around and have a look at this island. Which I think raiding Altdorf would be quite fun. Ah, we don't get a battle. We'll take the buff in battle. So we do get an extra physical resistance buff. Where to go next? I want to find some ports to raid.
My compass.
Okay, let's have a look. Public order. Ooh, +2 public order all provinces. Minus 75% lord recruitment. That's not bad. Ooh. It's not bad, but I don't have any pole arms yet. They're going to take a while to recruit. I'll tell you what, 5% extra missile damage is very good considering how missile focused we are. as a faction, especially buffing those guys early game, is going to be a huge benefit to us. So I'm very tempted to go find some pirates to play with. I'm a bit depressed you don't get the full the actual full pirate mission in this map as well, because it would be easy enough to do. But never mind, because you get the Tomb King's missions in the Mortal Empires, so I'm a bit surprised you don't get the the Vampire Coast ones as well. But you know.
I'm no mermaid. Catch those winds.
I'm slowly going to swap all these guys out for these. Ooh, what I do want, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, is actually,
Ready to swordfish.
I want to make sure I've got a bloated corpse, because they're just epic.
Sartosa's most infamous.
Ooh!
For the wisdom, you may speak before my shield bearers.
We'll have a look how powerful he is. I suspect I don't want to go to war with him yet. However, I am going to go to war with the pirates here. Sorry, the orcs here, and I'm going to batter that settlement and potentially get another... See, this is where I can sack them, I can raid them, or I can create pirate coves. And long run, pirate coves are probably going to be better for us, because they let us see the region. But they also give us a lot more... yeah, they'll give us income. They give us... and they give us an idea of seeing where things are. You can choose, you can choose 2 different income ones or 2 different sort of other ones. Oh wow, I may need to head back and deal with Telia though. They've got big stacks going. I'm gonna have to deal with Telia early. So at the moment, this is also going to be about building up enough reputation so that I can actually capture Telia, which is why I'm getting the corruption here rather than going straight for buildings to gain me income. And I suspect what I want to do is I want to take this entire sort of area, because it'll be nice and easy to defend. I am going to avoid the Dowie for now. While I would gain something from attacking them. Yay! Mystery meat.
For the wisdom of the layer.
Yes, the winds blow true.
Yes, I've declared war with them.
I'll have them. Show no mercy.
I thought I'd be able to attack. Why can't I? Should be able to attack from the sea, really, shouldn't I? Let's hope I have time to attack and go home, though I can always throw together a quick army back in Sartosa. And I don't know. I'm half tempted to let Sartosa fall and see if I can actually survive as and the Greenskins confederated because I declared war and sat next to them probably, and they knew they were going to lose it. Oh well, we're still going to join this war. I'm going to take on the Greenskins there, then I'm going to sail back quickly, and then we might have to take advantage of what's going on over here. I don't think they're going to attack me, not with that force, but I do definitely need to keep an eye on Telia, and I could potentially go and start raiding their territory, because I assume I get raiding buffs? I'd assume we're designed to be a raider faction. I mean, I get extra money from raiding anyway, so... we've got that one. Let's have a look. Clean your boots. So cheaper things for big guns. +5 missile damage. More missile damage for our deck gunners. More ammunition for them. That's potentially better than that, but I'm going to get that one to start with. So yeah, gunnery mob, deck drud. Yeah, that affects a lot of things. So actually, that's quite good.
My ship.
Always ready. Ooh, or so I can give him a magic missile. Let's have a look down these anyway. This is the one we really want. We want to buff up. This is just me. We get the more powder ability. So he gets abilities to buff them rather than just giving him. So we'll get the cackle fruit, which is a magic missile, which powerful explosion and reduces speed. And we're saving to level up at the moment. Yep, I'm going to war with you.
Bring the storm.
What?
Bloody your cutlasses. Not ever. Fear the pirate queen. Get
Why?
my hook. Ah!
Why can't I attack? Why did declaring war on them use up all of my movement, guys? Is it because I was in their radius already? That's annoying. I really hope that Telia aren't going to start moving their armies down, because I've now been messing around miles away for ages. Now, once we get a pirate, we're going to get 2 of those out. One who will be sailing around establishing more pirate coves and places like Loffen and Altdorf. Capitals are really good because you get a lot of income for them. Says Daft, you almost want to let the High Elves flourish and get lots of trade income, because I would pull half the income from Loffen. And as all of your trade income is through your capital, that can potentially give me an awful lot of money for none of the effort of holding the city. So I could sit there funneling all of that income in with none of the real risk of holding Loffen. I mean, not as much a risk. But, you know, imagine that you've got pirate coves everywhere through multiple factions. And that's why there's a few people have been doing the one city thing, which I think will work quite well. I'm going to auto this, guys. We will lose my...
Burn it.
I could sack it. Can I sack it and then go back and establish a pirate cove? I can. That seems a little overpowered.
Aranessa Saltspite.
Monkey jacket. Plus 5% wall spec. I'm going to buff her up to start with because she is a melee monster, as I mentioned. And we do have another treasure map. It's a bit close to home. Look down upon the sorrowful gods, for where Isha's tears fall and swell, the secret you seek shall reside.
Pirate's life.
Here has an income of 0, so for now, we're going to get the one which just generates 20 for me per turn and 200 gold. And we're going to leave here now and sail somewhere else. And we're going to level this up. So getting ourselves a better cabin on our ship. We will eventually start buffing our ship up as well, because eventually we can recruit everything from our ship. Well, not necessarily everything, but you can recruit a lot of things in your ship. Obviously, you want to think about what you're getting, and it will potentially take a while to get... Oh, wow, Noctilus is already here. That's fast, considering... Oh, no, he is actually only just there in this map. So he's a lot closer. And actually, it looks like he's actually got a full island in this map. That's weird. He's actually closer to me in this map than he is on the vampire than you are to an Aranessa on the other map. So if you want to co-op in Mortal Empires, they could actually be a good combination, because they're actually fairly close there. I may want to actually face off against Noctilus fairly early, because he's a big pirate, he's got infamy, he's still early. And if I can take him out now... Yeah, if I can take him down now, that'll possibly benefit me. Because I'll gain a lot of infamy from taking him out.
moving.
Wow. Gotta go all the way around to get to sea.
I'll summon the Sea Father.
13 bloated corpses. What? That's a little ridiculous. What's the thing? Depth guard we obviously want long run. We want to go down that one to get the deck gunners. The hand cannons. They do a lot of damage. It's that simple. But the other thing we really want is I want this. They are amazing. And I've got to see I've got to see the rotting leviathans, but I suspect they're also awesome. I mean, they're obviously designed for melee. Whereas this guy is a ranged monster. I mean, he's a walking artillery piece, guys. Obviously, you can also get Queen Bess through your rights long run, and that's awesome. But I've got to own 3 settlements to do it, which is why we're going to start taking these soon. How is our vampire? That's really good corruption spreading. Oh yeah, and we want to recruit a hero. Deeps. Straight up going for Deeps. Ooh, I want her in here, but I also want her getting things up. Anyway, guys, this is where we are going to leave this one. So as I said, this will probably be a bit more an ad hoc as and when playthrough, guys. I'm doing it simply because I'm really enjoying the Vampire Coast. But I do have a lot of other playthroughs going, so I'm dating straight away. This will be ad hoc. This will come as and when I have time to do extra episodes, guys. So don't expect don't expect more episodes daily, or even, you know, they'll just happen as and when I have time because I'm enjoying it. Ooh, what do we have up here? Oh, so we do have to still find the sea shanties. Anyway, as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. Please feel free to pop any comments in the comments or jump over to my Discord and say hi. I will link the Qutee in the comments and the description as well. So go over there to make name suggestions. If I forget to do that, shout at me, please, guys. And there's also links to my Twitter and my Patreon in the comments and the description. Thank you very much for your time, guys.